Hey guys, and welcome to our first look at Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is in alpha at the moment. They're on version 0.4, and there's a bunch of new features which have been released in this. I'm going to talk about that once we're in the game. You can see over here, these are the basic keys. I just want to jump straight into the game, so I'm going to talk about all that stuff once we get inside. I have got so much to tell you about this incredible game. Let's choose new game. Actually, you know what? Before we jump in, I'm going to change a couple of settings very, very quickly. I'm going to decrease the mouse sensitivity a little bit. Let's take it down to kind of about there. And what else am I going to do? Let's apply that. Yes. And I'm also going to change the FPS. I'm going to put FPS on. It'll be up in this corner, so you'll be able to see the performance of the game. Now, okay, I've got a pretty good PC. You can see the spec in the description on the video. But you can see the frame rates up here. And you'll see this game performs pretty damn well. Okay, back. Let's get into the game. So let's choose new game. And immediately we are thrown into the world of Kingdom Come Deliverance. And look at this place. It is a beautiful game. It is gorgeous. Where do I start with this game? There is literally so much to show you. It's crazy. That over there, I think, is a monastery. And I don't think we can get to that yet, but you know what? Let's have a little look at the map. Let's start off looking at the map. So this is just something that they've added in this release, the in-game map, so we can actually kind of see where we are. Now this is the village of Samapesh. This was all the whole area that was available before this release, but they've just released this whole new area as well. And it's a whole bunch of new stuff. They've added combat for the first time, so we can actually look at the combat mechanics. There's a whole bunch of new quests. There's new like little mini games in the game, which we'll take a look at. You know what? Let's just get on with it. Are there any people around? There's no people around. I was hoping there'd be somebody we can go and talk to. You know what? Let's go and have a wander up here. Now, if you look at the bar at the bottom. I'm walking at the moment. If I sprint, you'll notice that bar starts to go down like pretty quickly. That is the stamina bar. And stamina plays a huge role in this game. Oh, here's a guy. Now, they've just added perception to the game, which is the NPCs being aware of what's around them. So, like, if we look at this guy as we walk past, he should like turn his head and look at us. And he's going to ignore us. Oh, come on. I'm bigging up the game and you're going to ignore me? No, he's going to completely ignore me. Oh, now he's turning his head. See? Perception. He knows that I'm here. Let's talk to him. See what he says. What are you sitting here if he's not sitting?
What are you sitting here for?
I used to have a shooting range here, but it wasn't making any money. I probably didn't think it through properly.
You probably didn't.
So I'm selling up and moving to my daughter's in Knoyalhof. If she'll take me in.
Now, I want to talk to you about the whole voice acting thing.
I've still got a few here, and I could find some arrows, too.
Yeah, so show me what you've got.
Sure.
He's going to try and sell me a bow and some arrows, I think. But this costs 44 groschen, this bow, and I've only got 20 groschen. Groschen is the unit of currency in this game, which I guess is period. Yeah, we can't afford it, so we'll just say goodbye to him. Thanks very much for your input. This game is all about reality. There's no magic in this game. There's no dragons and giants and stuff like that. This is all about life in medieval Europe in the 15th century. It's set in 1403 in Bohemia, which is kind of like the whole, I guess, Hungary, Yugoslavia, Czech Republic, that kind of sort of area-ish. And it's very true to the events of that time, like incredibly true to the events of that time. The developers are working with at least a couple of universities. They've got a full-time historian on staff and whatever. I'll tell you more about that later. I want to introduce you first to this guy. This is the blacksmith of the village. He is also the town douchebag. Now, one thing I'll tell you, like right up front, the language in this game is fruity, to say the least. So if you are offended by strong language, I would seriously suggest turn the video off, because it's going to get a bit raw. Let's go and have a word with this guy and see what he's got to say to us.
What are you about, boy?
See? Grumpy. Straight away. Boy? I'm not a boy for a start. Well, let's find out about you.
What are you doing here?
Me? I thought I might prattle about. Perhaps bake me a cake. Yes, a real big one right here in the forge. Certainly I couldn't be, smithing.
See? Mr. Sarcastic. Total douchebag, this guy. Right, that's enough. We'll come back and talk to him later because he's involved in one of the initial quests. Let's have another quick look at the map, and I want to zoom in on the village and show you kind of what's there. So this is us. This is us standing here, and this is the smithy. You can see the smithy icon, and we've just walked up this road here, and there's this is a merchant over here, and these stars are points of interest. Basically, these are quest starters. So we're gonna go and do a quest, and I'll show you kind of how the whole thing hangs together. But I also want to kind of like show you around the village and just show you just like how beautiful this game is. I was talking about the voice acting. The voice acting, like, don't be put off by how kind of amateurish the voice acting is and kind of unbelievable and stuff. They literally threw some stuff in as placeholders for this release. This is a very, very, very early alpha, and they're just kind of showing us. It's more of a demo than an alpha. And they literally got 4 people together and threw down some voice tracks. These are it's not like professional acting and stuff. And also they wanted to try out some different forms of dialogue. And like a lot of it at the moment is kind of late Shakespearean type accent, like dialogue. And they've already said that they don't like it. It's kind of too stilted and whatever. So we're going to skip that. Now there's a guy that I want to find. Okay, now first of all, if we look at the map and I zoom in, you can see that. See that star there? That's referring to this guy over here, right? But you'll see that like this is not going to be like a World of Warcraft. They're not going to be standing with quest markers over their heads and things. This is going to be. This is supposed to be very immersive. It's why there's only a first-person view. Shut up, woman! God, there's a woman over here and she just won't shut up. It's this one. God, she's a nag. Anyway, this guy here is the town bailiff, and he starts a quest, so we're going to have a bit of a chat with him. Shut up, woman! God,
Where's that smoke in the horizon coming from?
I wish I knew. It looks like the Colbins estate. Would you go and have a look there? Just see what's happening and then come back to me.
All right, I'll let you know if I find out anything.
Okay, now that's one quest straight away, but if we talk to him again, he'll give us another quest, which is the Lost Keys quest, and that's the one that we're going to do. So, anything else? He asks innocently, and you can see some of the speech is actually missing.
Farmer Jerry doesn't feel well. He probably ate something that was off.
Oh, this is another quest. This guy starts like 3 quests. We're not going to worry about Jerry for now. I want the Lost Keys quest. Anything else going on? Come on. I'm having to say it for him. Anything else going on?
A bailiff's lot is not a happy one, you know. Everybody's problems come down on my head, and my problems on my head too.
These quests are like quite immersive. There's quite a lot of talking and stuff. So I think we'll try and jump through some of this and like kind of get on with it. So private problem. I could help.
Now
Can I
I
help
think
you?
of it.
Yes,
Actually,
apparently.
you can.
He's
But it's a
embarrassed about
private
this whole
matter.
situation, so we'll just get on with it. We'll
Sure,
promise we won't
I'll
tell
be
anyone.
Quiet as the grave. What's up?
Well, I had a little drink with our merchant.
Basically, he got
I'm no
drunk with the
let's get
merchant,
that clear.
and
But
he lost his
naturally, one
keys.
has an obligation to toast a successful deal.
Yes, you're
No.
absolutely
And
obliged
this
to
morning,
get totally
I woke
hammered.
up on the porch and somehow my keys were missing.
Do you want me to go looking for your keys?
Yes,
the
he
main
does.
thing
It's
is
blooming
I
obvious,
have to
you
get into my
dumbass.
house and my trunk.
Right, so he wants us to get into his house and his trunk. So we can ask him
have a few
like
questions.
a bunch of
Ask.
questions. And basically, we ask him about it, and he tells us like stuff that we need to know. So, I think this is kind of the. What do you remember?
What's the last thing you remember?
The last thing,
He was
I
sitting with the
recollect
merchant
sitting
in
with
the
the
tavern.
merchant in the tavern and celebrating that deal.
And then?
Then it's a bit fuzzy. I woke up soaked to the skin at home on the porch where my wife dragged me.
She wasn't too happy, I suppose.
You
I bet she wasn't.
And when she found out I didn't have my keys, she gave me hellfire.
I bet she did, and you totally deserved it. Where did
Did she
Where did
tell
you find
where
you?
she found you?
To tell the truth, I didn't have the courage to ask her.
I don't blame you.
Uh-huh.
She is a fearsome woman. Right, you know what? I think that might be... no, let's ask about
Couldn't
the
the
blacksmith.
blacksmith help you?
Maybe. Only I don't want it to get around, you understand? Nobody knows yet, and I'd like it to stay.
Good.
But
Okay.
I could ask, couldn't I?
Yes, you could.
But for...
For Christ's sake, don't tell anybody. I think that's about all we
I have
need.
no more questions.
I have no more questions. Good. I'm on it.
I'll get to work on it.
Yes. We are on the case. Right, let's go and get this done, because I want to kind of show you around the village and show you kind of what's going on. Now, if we go to the inventory for a second, this is our inventory. And the clothing is I want to tell you about, because the clothing is layered, right? You have you kind of have 4 different layers of clothing. So you can have like undergarments, and then you can put like leggings on, and then you could put like chainmail on, and then on top of that you can put like full plate mail armor. Very cool system. Like that a lot. I like there are other games where you have similar kinds of things. It's not like totally innovative, but I like that. Let's have a look at our quest log. So we've got the lost keys, and we've got the smoke on the horizon. I could also get a quest for Jerry as well. I should maybe pick that up, but we'll do that another time. So what do we have to do? Our objectives: we have to open the bailiff's door, we have to open the bailiff's chest, find the bailiff's keys, talk to the blacksmith, and talk to the blacksmith's wife, to the bailiff's wife. Right, well, oh God, we've got to talk to the bailiff's wife. What an old hag she is. But before we do that, right, I was saying about the language in this game. I just want to demonstrate. And I've been talking to the developers. I had a Skype session with them, and they were saying
Has
that...
your fucking barrel run dry or what? Hell!
Yes, you heard him right. Wait till we talk to him. Let's actually talk to this guy. This guy
Talk to me later.
The developers were like, yeah, we kind of like the language, so we're going to keep that in. Having fun?
Having fun?
Why wouldn't I? What do you want?
Oh, that's not the right one.
Nothing.
That's not the right one.
I'll be off
That's
then.
not the right one. Let's get... What are you doing here? That's the one.
What's a guard doing in a backwater like this?
Getting fucking bored. I've got to hang around in case any of those show up.
How refreshing is that? You don't get that in
Don't
World
worry.
of Warcraft, do
Our
you?
lads wiped them out. I'm just keeping watch to...
Yes, okay, he's a guard and he's just hanging around.
All right, then.
He is involved in another quest, but we're not going to do that one. So let's get...
I'm thirsty. Hey,
Yes, all right, shut
get
up.
pouring.
Oh, man. Now, let me talk to you about NPCs for a second, because behaviour is a big thing in this game. And quest NPCs, like you can see, the bailiff's over here now, and he was over there. They have behaviour, and it's the programming of the behaviour is quite complicated, and it's all modular. And so what they do is they design these little behaviours, and then they can plug them into any NPCs to create kind of unique characters. And they have a night cycle and a day cycle, and so when they get up in the morning, like go away, that woman annoys me. Like the blacksmith, he will get up in the morning and he'll get his tools and he'll go to work in the smithy. But for example, if his tools, like if I was to steal his tools, which I could do, and he didn't have his blacksmith's hammer, then he couldn't go to work in the blacksmith's. So then he'd go and do something else, like dependent on his behaviour. And even animals, like for example, look at these chickens, right? These chickens are walking towards me at the moment, but if I move over here, they'll start to walk away, right? And then if I walk around in front of them, right, they'll turn around and walk away again. And this is all programmed behaviour, which makes me kind of excited about where this game is going to go. The AI in this game is pretty smart, I think, based on everything that I've been told about it. So we need to find the bailiff's wife and go and have a chat with her. Where is she? She's usually hanging around. Oh, here she is. Let's go and have a chat with her. Let's find out what she knows. So tell me about the
I'm trying to find
keys.
those keys, and I need to know something.
Indeed, he sends a boy in his place, the chicken shit.
Yes, he is completely
Ask away,
chicken
then.
shit. He's a total coward. Where did you find the bailiff?
Where did you find your husband?
Don't remind me. I found that fool on the footbridge.
The footbridge. I know where the
merchant
footbridge
tried
is.
to
I'll
bring
show you
him
the
home,
footbridge.
But the two of
very
them
cool.
were hammered.
And did he have the keys to them?
Completely
I don't
smashed.
know.
Out of his face.
Probably not, though.
Drunk.
That would mean the merchant had taken them.
Oh, the merchant.
And I don't know why he'd do that.
Oh, we better talk to the merchant then. How come both of you were locked out?
Locked the door from the outside.
My husband went to the tavern, and I went to Murkova. When I came home, it was locked, and my husband nowhere to be seen or heard. It was pitch black, so I went to sleep in the hay.
Yeah, okay. I'm bored with that conversation already. Right, that's all. Thanks very much. We're going to move on.
Thanks.
Bye. Thanks for your input. Right, moving on. So, if we look at the our quest log, it should tell us now. Clues point to the merchant. Ho, 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 ho. We should go and have a chat with the merchant. We also need to talk to the blacksmith. And he's... If we go and talk to the merchant, he's kind of on the way to the blacksmith. So we'll kind of try and do this all in one go. Because I kind of want to show you the characters in the village. Now, this is the merchant. And this guy amuses me because, look, he's got a couple of barrels and a couple of planks on, right? And he's got a few scrappy, like he's got a few apples to sell and a few bits of stick, right? And if we go and talk to him...
Welcome to my shop.
Shop? You've got some gore. Call it. You've got like a bench and a couple of planks of wood. Okay, on the revelry with the bailiff.
I heard you and bailiff were making merry. And how? My head is still...
See what I mean about the dialogue? It's a little bit
What's it to
stilted,
you?
but this isn't going to be the dialogue that's in the final game, and they're going to get like professional actors and like this has been crowdfunded, this game, and I meant to tell you about this, and they've raised like $2.5 million so far, which is like not bad, and I think they're still raising funds, and you know what? I'll put a link to their website in the video description because you can actually go and get access to the alpha, and if you buy access to the alpha you also get access to the beta and you get a copy of the full game, so you can kind of buy into the game right now. And they have said they told me to my face in Skype that the game will never be cheaper than they're selling alpha access. So if you like what you're seeing, right, and you want to take maybe a little bit of a risk at the moment on like how good it will be eventually, but like based on what I've seen, it's freaking awesome. Yeah, you can buy in and help them fund the game and get it. But I think they're pretty close to having all the money that they need. Right, the game's, by the way, targeted for a release next summer. Right, I'm looking for something. And
The bailiff lost something that night, and I'm trying to find it.
Let's see what he's got to say.
With me? His wife found him in the morning, and I'm wondering where the two of you were beforehand. Aren't you a bit nosy? I don't think the bailiff would be too happy about me telling everyone I meet.
Now, this is... I want to show you this. You see next to these, there are different icons. These are different ways of talking to people. So this is trying to impress him. That little icon means trying to impress him. So you make a speech, and depending on your skills of impressing people, you can try and impress them. Now, this one down here is intimidation. And you can try and intimidate the guy. But on the basis that we don't have any armour on, so we don't look very intimidating, we don't have any weapons, that's probably not going to work very well. So let's just try and, let's say the bailiff
himself gave me the task of finding a certain thing he lost that night. So he trusts me, and you should trust me too. You could be right.
And look, up at the top corner it says, persuade,
Very well.
succeeded.
It was like this. We were at the tavern, but the booze wasn't much good. So we decided to go for something better. We took a flask of schnapps for the road, and what can I tell you? We'd already had a few shots.
Yeah, you got smashed. We've established that.
With that. You see, when we went
okay, they fell off the bridge.
Fell off the bridge straight into the creek.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
right.
It's all a bit fuzzy after that.
And you fell asleep under a tree, and...
I got up right away.
Okay, and the bailiff woke up, and he was painted all over with charcoal and a wreath of nettles on his head. Okay, right, that's kind of what we needed to know. Did the bailiff have all his things?
I don't know if the bailiff had everything. Sorry, but I really didn't search him.
Okay, cool. And were you two alone?
Did anyone else go with you? Now and again I saw the bailiff double, but I'm pretty sure it was just the two of us.
Oh, the plot thickens. Like I said, this is all about
Fine. Thanks for
like
the story.
an immersive storyline.
Don't tell anyone that. Don't worry. You can rely on me.
And in the final game, there is a major storyline, and it is set against actual events that happened in 1403 and the succeeding years, and I think it's going to be in like 4 acts, and you follow the whole thing through. But there are all kinds of little side quests and all kinds of stuff. Now there are also mini games, and we're going to go and play a mini game now because it's kind of built into this quest, this mini game. So let's go and look, the blacksmith has gone. See, right? Because like I don't know, it's probably lunchtime in his day cycle. And they do have these detailed day and night cycles where they do particular things at particular times of day. So, like, just because you want a quest NPC to be there doesn't mean he's actually going to be there. Where the hell's he gone? Stupid blacksmith. Where have you gone? He's not round the back. Where else could he be? You gone into your shed or something? Like, get some wood to stoke up the smithy? No. Where's he gone? I think the blacksmith lives in this house over here. I think. I'm not sure. Nah, no, that's a farmer coming out of that house. So no, I don't think. Maybe he doesn't live in that one. I don't know. Now, these fences, you can climb over these fences. Look at that. Now, spacebar. And you can jump and do all kinds of things. There are horses in the game, and hopefully we'll, like in subsequent episodes, we'll get a horse. Oh, there's a quest where we get given a horse, but that's like a long, like a fairly long way into the game. So, well, not that long, but like it's not going to be in the first episode. This is kind of screwing me over. Oh, there he is. There he is. Now he's back. Where the hell was he hiding? I have no idea. Okay, let's go over and talk to him, and we'll play this little mini game because this is quite cool.
What are you about, boy?
Yeah, see, still grumpy, sarcastic git. Right, locks and keys, please.
The locks and keys here.
I used to, but people need tools, horseshoes, and nails more. Why do you ask?
Because I need to open a lock, bonehead.
Lock, and I don't have the key.
See, we could be
Yes,
sarcastic
that's the trouble
too.
with locks. You need a key to open them.
Oh, see,
So
Mr.
tough
Sarcasm.
luck. Hop it quick before I tell the bailiff there's some tramp hanging
Tramp?
around here who
How
wants
very
to
dare
rob
you.
decent people.
No, that's not how it is at all. I'm not a thief.
I'm not
how
a
is it?
thief. Now, we could try and persuade this guy, but he kind of hates us, so that's just not going to succeed. So I'm going to try and bribe him. Now,
Look,
we don't have a lot of
If you help
money.
me out, I'll make it worth your while.
I think we're starting to understand each other.
Ta-ha.
10 groschen and I'll help you.
Okay, now we've only got 20 groschen, so this is like half our money, but we're going to do it anyway.
Here you go.
Excellent. If you want to deal with a lock, you'll need a lockpick.
Haha, lock
And by
picking.
chance, I still
Yes,
have a
that's
few
the
here.
mini game that we're
You
going to
can
look at
buy them
first.
from me if
Lock
you
picking.
want.
Stealth is a
You want
whole
me to
thing
show
in
you
this
how to
game,
use them?
and they've got quite a cool.
If you would be so
Yes,
kind.
show me how to lockpick.
I've got an old chest over there. You can try it on.
They've got kind of a cool attitude towards implementing stealth in the game, and I'm really excited to see how they do it, because they pointed out, like in a lot of games, stealth just involves like crouching down. If you're crouching down, you're stealthy, right? But as they've pointed out, you like if you're standing in the middle of a town square with loads of people, right, and you're crouching down, you're actually the most visible person in the entire place because you look out of place. So it's all about kind of fitting in and looking the part or being silent or whatever. So yeah, it's very cool. Right, so let's do a bit of lock picking. Now, I've actually had a bit of a practice at this, but I've got to say it's fairly easy. But if I hold this down to use the lock pick,
Try poking around in the lock with the
What,
pick until you feel the right point where the. Now turn the whole
shut up.
lock. But
Shut up,
don't
I'll
stop
explain it to
holding.
them.
Easy now. There's
Yeah,
no
whatever.
hurry.
okay, so what you do,
It will make a sound. and
Shut
you'll
up.
damage the lockpick too.
God, you move this around in the lock to find a sweet spot, and the sweet spot is where it turns yellow, and it's over here. And depending on the type of lock, the sweet spot can be actually very, very small. This is quite a big sweet spot. And what you do is you have to keep the mouse in the sweet spot while you turn the lock with the D key. So what we do is we, I hope I can do this. We turn the lock and we keep the mouse. Oh, see, I got it wrong. Oh, come on. I was doing this like really perfectly before. Come on. Here we go.
Not too hard, is it? Go
Yeah,
ahead and try
yeah,
it a few
it's
more
not too
times
hard.
if you want.
You have to concentrate. You do have to concentrate. It's not that easy. So we can now open this up, and inside there's a spider's web. Hooray! Which is worth half a groschen. So we'll take that because we can use every penny, and that goes into our inventory. And your inventory is broken down. This is the same with shops. You can see everything on one page, which I like. Right, and you can just scroll up and down, or you can split it into like what weapons have I got, and what armor have I got, and what food and stuff like that. So I'm liking the way this game is going with the way they're implementing it. Right, let's see if we can get through this quest. So what have we got left in our quest? We've got to open the bailiff's door, open the bailiff's chest. Well, we can do that now. We can lockpick, and then we've got to find the bailiff's keys. So What we're going to do is we're going to have a bit of a... You know what? I'm going to sprint. I'm going to sprint over here. I need to tell you about stamina as well, don't I? I'll tell you about that in a bit.
Hey!
When I'm so busy. What? She got upset because I ran into her, see? But more of the perception thing. Right, so now we can try and lockpick this door. Ha ha ha. Okay, let's hold that down. And then, right, now, can we do it for real? We've had a practice. Can we do it in the real world?
We'll go home in the evening and that's that.
Oh,
I'll take an axe
oh,
to the
oh,
door if I
come on,
have to.
come on.
I'm down for heaven's sake.
And got it. First time. Oh, peachy. Open the door. Let's have a bit of a sneak inside. Now, I happen to know, because I have had a run through of this quest, I happen to know that the chest is in here. The reason that I ran through the quest kind of before was because I didn't want to, like, waste your time with me not being able to find anything or not knowing what to do or whatever. So let's have another go with the old lock picking. So we hold down the E key to get the lock pick going, and then we come on. Oh, here we go. Yes, 2 in a row. I'm on a roll. Cool. So we can now unlock it, and inside there is a seal and some money. So we'll nick the seal and we'll nick the money as well. Ha 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 ha! So we've just nicked like 16 groschen. Right, let's go back outside here. So we've opened the chest and we've opened the thing, and I think if we look at our quest log, it'll now tell us that we should talk to the. It says find the bailiff's keys. Well, I kind of don't know where we should go to find the bailiff's keys, so I'm going to go and talk to the bailiff again and see if he can help us out. So let's talk to the bailiff. No, I need to be a bit closer. Here we go. I unlocked the door and chest.
I managed to open the door and your trunk, too.
That's a weight off my shoulders. My wife was starting to go wild.
Yay,
for
we
your
get
effort.
paid for our
That's
troubles.
nothing.
And if you could look around for my keys, I'd be grateful.
Right, so we've got to go and look for the keys. So about those lost keys.
Those lost keys of yours?
Speak up.
I have a few
I
questions.
have a few questions.
Ask.
Yeah, no, you know what? We've already asked those questions, so we're not going to bother with that. Yeah, that's all.
I have no more questions.
Cool. I'm on it.
I'll get to work on it.
All right, so let's end that dialogue. Now, I happen to know that the clue is about the charcoal and the wreath of nettles, because if we look at the map, there is an old woman who lives in the woods, and it's part of you get to know her on doing the alchemy quest, which is I think that's Jerry's poisoning. I haven't done it myself, but there's this old woman that lives in the woods, and you kind of get led to her by the clues in what people have been saying. And this is the footbridge where they fell into the river. And if we kind of follow this into the woods, and I'm going to do a bit of a sprint down here. But look, doesn't it look cool? Doesn't it look good? Sneaking through the underbush. It is. I think this game does look absolutely gorgeous, and like everybody that I've talked to about it have said like pretty much the same thing. It really is an impressive looking game. Right, let's get into the woods, because I really want to get this quest done in this episode, and so that you guys can, if you want, go and vote on the poll for this game. There's a poll running on skystorm.com, and you can vote for this game if you want me to do more episodes, or you can leave me a comment and tell me that you want me to do more episodes or whatever. Right, where is this? There should be a shack out here. Oh, here we go. I think we're coming to it. This is the old witch that lives in the woods. Here she is. Oh, she's an old hag. She's not very nice to talk to either, let me tell you. Okay, so who are you?
Herbs?
Yes, boy. Medicinal herbs,
It's not
potions,
it's not
everything
herbs.
wise
There's
Mother
an H on the
Nature
front.
has
It's
given us.
herbs. This is medieval 15th century Europe, for God's sake. We're not in like California. Herbs, for goodness sake. Herbs, for God's sake.
Did
Right,
you
drunken
see two
bailiff.
peddlers from Sammelpesh here recently?
I did not, lad.
All right.
Hang on. Just because I didn't see them doesn't mean I didn't hear.
Yes, all right, Mrs. Clever.
Those hooligans were shouting.
See what I mean?
and
She's not
cursing me
nice.
in the middle of the night. They called me an old hag, a whore of Satan, and even worse.
Whore of Satan. I love that. I think you probably are a whore of Satan. Where did they
Did
go?
you see where they went?
When I pulled myself together and came out, they were already gone.
Where did they go, whore of Satan? Did they say anything? Whore of
Did
Satan?
you talk to them?
Ah, not exactly. More like I swore at them a bit. roaring in the
Yeah,
night like
what a
that.
surprise. Oh, here we go, the nettle
The
wreath.
bailiff was found with a nettle wreath on his head. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that?
I wove it for him, so whoever
Ha ha ha
found him
ha!
would laugh at him.
She found him.
I came across him in the morning, lying in the creek like a pig in a mire.
A pig
And he
in a
stank
mire.
Like one too.
Took our jobs. I think she's related to that bloke in South Park. Took our jobs. Right, keys. What about the
You wouldn't
keys?
know by any chance what happened to the keys he had around his neck.
Indeed I do.
She took
I
them.
took them from him.
Okay. I need those
The
keys.
bailiff is looking for those keys, so I need you to give them back to him.
Yes, give them back, you old
I
hag.
need to sleep
Whore of
now
Satan.
again, but you know what? I'll give him the keys.
Yeah, basically, she wants him to
You
come and
really couldn't
apologise.
come up with it.
So we'll skip over that because she kind of goes on a bit. So right, we need to go and get the bailiff to come and apologise to her. So let's you know what? Let's have a bit of a sprint through the woods. And you'll see that as the stamina bar goes, I was going to tell you about the stamina bar. I'll do that now. As the stamina bar goes down, right, eventually, as we get like really out of breath, and you'll hear us getting out of breath. The breathing increases, and things will start to get blurry. It's like we've been running the marathon. We've got very low stamina at the moment. But it comes back really quickly. Stamina is really, really important in the combat system because if you look at real-world combat systems, and let me tell you, the combat system in this game is like pretty complicated. And they've said that they're not going to dumb this game down. They don't have a publisher to answer to. And they've said, you know, like, we're not going to make this, like, so that everybody in the world, like every 5-year-old child can play this game. They want this game to be, like, kind of tough. And the combat system reflects that. And in real-world medieval combat, stamina was a big part of it. Like, if you're encased in armour, it's very difficult to hurt somebody who's encased in armour. So you literally have to wear down their stamina and then try and find a weak spot or whatever. So yeah, but you'll see that when we actually like get around to doing the combat, which hopefully will be in the next episode. Right, I'm looking for the bailiff. Where's the bailiff? You're not the bailiff. Oh yes, are you the bailiff? No, you're not the bailiff. You're wearing the same hat as the bailiff. A lot of the graphics aren't finished as well. I think the hair and stuff isn't finished. Like he's got the same face as the bailiff. They're working on developing like more of that stuff and whatever. Where the hell has the bailiff gone? The bailiff is usually hanging around here somewhere. He's either usually hanging around here or he's sitting up on this bench up here. But he's buggered off again. It's not fair. Oh, here he is. He's having a drink.
What's
See,
up?
this is, again, part of the behaviour thing. Oh, no, is it? Are you the bailiff? No, you're not. You're not the bailiff. He's just some bloke having a drink. Okay. Where the hell's the bailiff gone? Like, all these characters keep wandering off. I think they're just doing it to annoy. Well, now, I wonder if he's in his house. Let's use the door, because I've already picked the lock. You in here? In here? No, his wife's in there. You know what? Let's have a look at the quest log and see what the quest log says. I'll get the bailiff to apologise to the herbalist. Yeah. So we definitely need to find him. Where the hell is he? These are just store cupboards. He's not going to be in here. You know, it's quite cool. It's quite cool, but it's not what we're looking for. Come on, Mr. Bailiff, where are you? Like, I can't imagine where he's gone. I mean, he's not drinking outside the tavern. I mean, I suppose he could be inside the tavern. Oh, there he is. He's been wandering around the town doing his job. Let's talk to him. Here we go.
You
Come on.
nincompoop! Give me back my seal.
Oh, he's found out that I've nicked his seal. Now, I don't want to piss this guy off. And the thing is that every action that you take in the game has a lasting impact. Like, if you piss off an NPC, then he's going to stay pissed off at you. So, you know what? I'm just going to return the seal
I just wanted
to him.
to take a look.
Are you out of your mind?
And,
Take a look. By God's nails, give it back to me.
the quests and everything happen in kind of real time. So if you don't respond to a quest, like if you're offered a quest and you don't take it at that moment, if you come back later and try and get that quest, actions in the game may have moved on to the point where that quest is no longer available and stuff. So the game is always moving forward, and you kind of have to keep up with it. It's kind of cool. Right, I found the keys.
I found those keys for you.
Whew. What a relief.
Now, what happens? This
There's
is
the
long-winded.
The herb
yeah,
woman.
What?
you've got to apologise.
trust-
He refuses to
She's willing.
apologise.
What? Not a...
Yeah, are you mad? We'll call her a bitch and see if that'll persuade him.
She is a nasty bitch. You're right about that.
I love some of this dialogue. It's very
She's
cool.
a terrible gossip as well.
Yes, she is.
That's what I'm always saying. That old...
Imagine,
gonna-
though, how she'll spread it around.
Are you going to accept? No,
Both
so
know
we
well enough
failed
half of
to
what she
impress
says.
him with our speech, and basically he won't accept anything. So what we do?
Just go and apologize to the old woman. Are you...
Have you forgotten who you're talking
I
to?
have not.
I
All right.
probably.
If there's
Oh,
no
I
other
did.
way, I'll
Ha!
go and see her then.
How
At
about
any
that? I
rate,
managed to
thanks for
intimidate
your
him.
help.
That was by
If it
accident
wasn't
because I
for
didn't
you,
think that would work.
I'd sleep on straw till winter.
Awesome.
There's a little something for your troubles.
Oh, and we
Thanks.
get some cash. Excellent stuff. So what about the herb woman?
Well, then, did the herb woman give you back your keys?
I wasn't there yet.
Aha. So, see, that's like the events, right? We ask him about it. He hasn't been there yet. And he'll go and do that, like, kind of in real time. And if we come back and ask him later, he'll say, yeah, I went and saw her and all that kind of stuff. So, let's go and check our inventory and let's look at our cash situation. So, we started off with 20 groschen. We've now got 52.9 groschen, guys. And not only that, we've also got we've got a spider's web we can sell for another half a groschen. So we got 53 groschen. Very, very impressive. Now, there are, like, the lock picking is one of the mini games. There are other mini games in the game, like alchemy and like the combat itself and archery and all kinds. There's an archery tournament we can go and do. I want to go and do that, and I want to show you all these things. But I wanted to give you this kind of first look at the game. Oh, look, there's a smoke on the horizon. That farm, there's a farm that's been burned down. And we need to go and investigate that. That's one quest. We need to find out who poisoned Jerry. So many things to do, and I would love to spend some time in this game and do all these quests, show you the combat, and show you the horse riding, and show you all the archery and all that kind of stuff. All you need to do is either go and vote in the poll, and better still, leave me a comment and tell me what you think. Do you like the game? Do you want me to make more episodes? Of course you do. Of course you do. So leave me a comment. I tell you, I think this game's got so much potential. I cannot wait to see how it develops. I'm going to catch you, hopefully, for the next episode. Peace out.